Imagine this. Two people leave the same party. One says it was the best night ever, the other calls it a disaster. Same event, different stories. The difference? The role each person chooses to play in their own narrative. Welcome back to Advanced Quality Programs. I am Juan Navarro, and today we are wrapping up our archetype series with a perspective shift that can revolutionize your approach to leadership, management, and quality. Today, we are diving deep into the victim, hero, and villain archetypes altogether. Same equation. Not just as an abstract idea, but as a real, actionable mindset that shapes every challenge that you can face at work or in life. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly how to spot those roles in yourself and in others, and how to intentionally shift them into one of the tools that leads you to growth. And let's start from the top. Life isn't easy, and that's not big news. Challenges are baked into the human experience, whether you are leading a team, running a marathon, running a plant, or just trying to get through your day. Obstacles are granted. Even hiding under the covers all days will bring you problems. Paying rent, hunger, boredom. The only people without challenges are no longer living. But what separates resilient leaders from everyone else isn't what happens to them. It's the story they choose to write about it. Let's use a classic, Batman and the Joker. Both start out as victims of a tragedy. But here's the twist. Batman channels his pain into protecting others, becoming a hero. The Joker lets his pain fester and decides to make the world suffer with him, becoming a villain. Same pain, different stories, radically different outcomes. Let's start from the first archetype, the victim. This is the person who receives the blow and stays down. In business, this is the team that blames broken systems, unfair assessments, or difficult customers for every setback. Victims feel powerless, isolated, and often stuck in a cycle of frustration and blame. You'll hear that in the workplace. The machine is broken again. Management doesn't get it. Customers are impossible. These all are examples of victim mentality, and that can creep in anywhere. And as long as you stay in that mindset, you are stuck reacting instead of leading. Be careful of that. Now, the villain, the cycle of destruction. The villain takes their pain and turns it outward. In organizations, this looks like manipulation, blame shifting, and short-term thinking. Leaders on this path deflect responsibility, blaming suppliers, competition, or even their own teams. They might be clever and persuasive, but their actions create chaos and erode trust. Villains often restructure without a vision. They cut corners and make decisions that serve their own ego or image rather than searching for a greater good. The result? Dysfunction, turnover, and a culture of fear. Now, the third archetype, the hero, the path of transformation. The hero uses adversity as a fuel for growth. Heroic leaders own their mistakes, communicate openly, and involve their teams in finding solutions. When times go wrong, they ask, how can we fix this? How can we make this better? Heroism in leadership isn't about being perfect. It's about the courage, humility, and perseverance that takes to grow. It's about turning setbacks into opportunities, just like Steve Jobs did when he returned to Apple, or like George Lucas did when he pursued Star Wars to be in the big screen despite countless setbacks in the past. And you might be thinking, good stories. But here's the secret. These aren't fixed identities. Every day, you get to choose your role. In every tough situation, in every challenge, in every problem, you can ask yourself, am I being a victim, stuck in the problem? Am I acting like a villain, making things harder for others? Or am I stepping up as a hero, turning adversity into an advantage? The most effective leaders aren't those who never face a problem. They learn from problems. They take problems as a challenge to learn. They are the ones who choose to respond with courage, accountability, and vision. And these are the successful managers. So, in the end, you choose your own role. Every challenge is an opportunity for a new story. The victim stays stuck. The villain spreads pain. But the hero transforms pain into progress. Leadership isn't about avoiding the problem. It's about choosing how to respond. Will you be the victim, or will you take your circumstances as the villain who perpetuates dysfunction? Or will you choose to be the hero to lead the transformation, taking accountability and searching ways to grow? Now, I have a quick question for you. From all the archetypes that we explore, which one do you see more often in your workplace? What's one situation this week where you could actually shift from the victim to the villain or to the hero? Drop your thoughts in the comments and send me a message if you like. I would like to hear your stories. If you want more on archetypes and leadership, subscribe to the channel and never miss an episode. Next time, we'll start a practical application of models and systems for your life and leadership. And that's all for today. I'm Juan Navarro. If you found this episode interesting, valuable, don't forget to check out my books, The Quality Mindset, Life Quality Projects, and The Principles of Quality. Until the next time, remember that you get to choose your role in life. Good night, and keep leading with purpose.
One small change triggers everything. Watch how agile thinking works. Inspect, adapt, repeat. Each step builds the next, creating confident, unstoppable momentum. This is The Quality Mindset by Juan Navarro. Get your copy now.